Hi guys, welcome back to another new video. So today we're going to be doing a review on the Conceal and Define Makeup the Revolution foundation, and right now it is $14.50 pretty much. So I'm thinking we're going to be putting on this foundation for 6 hours and we're going to see how well it actually does. 6 hours is not that long, but we can see after a while. Maybe I'll even continue filming and see if it actually is as good as it should be. As you can see, I have a lot of makeup products. I have a lot of things I need to switch out because I have this small ass bag. We're gonna start off with taking the Color Fix Correcting Primer Based Correction by Technique. And we're gonna be putting that all over our beautiful face. It's so annoying because I have to keep my phone on because I'm waiting for an actual phone call, and it's really annoying because I don't like it when I get stressed out and I have to worry. But anyways, I'm just gonna smudge this all and be pretty and hydrated. Drink your water, kids. Please do that. Very good for you. So here is the foundation, which I'm gonna be testing. Let me know if you want to see a video of me doing like two sides of two different foundations and comparing them, because I'll be definitely down to that. I was thinking about doing a video of like old makeup versus new makeup. So I would definitely be down for that if someone is interested. This kind of just looks like concealer, which they usually have, but it's like not concealer. We're gonna blend it all out and see how it looks. I do look pretty pale, but I was purposefully picking. I always go for a foundation which is always lighter than my skin color, because I don't know, a lot of people, I'm surprised no one has actually caught on to this, but I like being white. It's not like, oh, more people appreciate me if I'm white. It's just more like, oh, I'm more prettier now. Now I will be saying that it's not always the case. When I tried going a bit darker over the summer, I did become very tan, because I get easily tanned, and I felt I was pretty there too. So it got really weird when I went white again. But I think in all honesty, I love being white. I don't know. It really depends on my mood, because now when I'm really pale, I'm kind of not used to it, but I'm getting used to it again of being more pale. Because when I was like more dark, because you can see if you go into my other Instagram, which is called Mental Streams, you can see how my skin literally goes from white to mango. I'm not even joking. And that's not because I'm using a typical foundation or anything to make myself look darker, and I don't believe in blackface. I feel like if you get offended that someone's using a darker foundation color, you have insecurity. Blackface, we don't know her. I don't agree with people making fun of black people, absolutely not. If you're purposely doing something just to make fun of people, I absolutely do not agree with that. But if the only reason you don't like someone is because they're using a darker foundation color than what they use, then you're an asshole, because you shouldn't be telling people what foundation color to be used, because that's none of your business, really. It's about if they go around saying, oh, I'm black, look at me, I'm a monkey, or something like that, then obviously you have a reason to get offended. But if someone's just picking a darker foundation color because they feel more pretty and they feel more secure, they feel better about themselves, then I don't see a problem with that. I really don't. It's not anyone's problem. But we're not going to get off topic here, which I always like to do. So the foundation is pretty evened out. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it is very pale. And that's okay, because we can always build on top of it. I'm just looking so that I didn't miss any places. So what I'm going to purposely do is, the easiest way actually is just to put the foundation on. It's really dry, so you kind of need to use a lot in order for it to actually work. So that is a pro tip from me. And that's why I was saying it feels a lot like concealer. So at the moment, I would not say it's my favorite. but we might be impressed later on. Because I know this one was working better on my good friend when he was using it. But for me, it's just not working for some reason. Oh, also this one's a vegan and cruelty-free. Yeah, I just look more white. That's pretty much how to sum up this foundation. Like, it doesn't look like, oh, I have a mask on me. So what we're gonna go next is we're gonna go in with a concealer. And we're pretty much just gonna conceal our chin. Oh, also some more drama we can talk about. Apparently Wet n Wild is no longer cruelty-free, which I'm a bit upset about because I bought their setting spray and I'm so annoyed. I went into Beauty Bay's vegan section. I saw Wet n Wild and they were like the cheapest setting spray and I just bought it. I wasn't thinking too much because I was like, okay, Beauty Bay, they know what they're doing, but apparently not. And I got really annoyed when I just heard about it today because I was browsing on, I was looking up actually makeup at the makeup store because I had actually been there for a meeting and I was really disappointed. I will talk about it later. But anyways, I was looking at the makeup store and then I wanted to see if it was cruelty free, even though I'd been there already and, you know, gotten a glam from them. But I wanted to double check, so I went to this site called The Vegan Guide and it said that they were cruelty free. They've been on the Chinese market and a lot of people have not been knowing about this and they've been very sketchy about it and therefore they're not cruelty free. And the reason why a lot of people thought they were cruelty free was because PETA had verified them, and until this day I read that PETA still verified them, which I think is a bit rude. It actually was like the 9th of September that PETA said that they are cruelty free, but they're really not, because apparently Wet n Wild gave this statement where they said, oh, we sell on the Chinese market, even though in China you have to, you know, test the products in order to sell them. So they were able to get away with it, which is very unlikely because in China, the Chinese inspection can, whenever they want, just pull off a product and test on animals. So as long as that exists, there's no changing how China's going to be. And the only way we can change that is not buying products from them. Because if no one buys the Chinese products, no one's going to want to have them. And China is going to wonder, why is nobody buying makeup here? And they'll eventually get the freaking message, because they probably should. So now I think we're going to go in with a little bit of powder. You know, powder gets everywhere. I just moved like 1 second and everything's all over me. I'd apparently booked a time with them and I'd said that, oh, this was booking the time twice again. I was supposed to do it last week, but that didn't happen. And then I booked it to last week, this weekend, which just passed. And they said, oh, well, you know what, we don't have time. There was someone else who got booked. When I came there, they called me 2 minutes before. And I was so pissed, like, oh my god, you must understand. And they're like, oh, you can come back in 2.5 hours and we can do it. You know, so pissed I got, like, oh my gosh. I was so pissed because it was like, you've already booked me 2 freaking times. And why would you do this for the 3rd time? Are you actually serious? Like, I was like, are you actually serious? And I'm like, oh, we can't do anything. Oh, we're, you know, they're gonna get married, so they have to get their makeup done. Oh my god. That was so stupid. I think I put too much gel. You know what? I actually never use, because I have this Anastasia. This gel is really good. Like, it's in the color caramel, and it's really good. I also have the Dip Brow Pomade, but I don't really use it that often because I don't really need to make my brows thicker than what they already are. So I kind of just use the gel itself. So it looks kind of, oh my gosh. Ooh. And then what ended up happening was the person who did it for us was actually pretty nice. I wanted vegan products pretty much. And I was like, oh, this girl is probably gonna like give some type of excuse like we don't do vegan stuff here and whatnot. But she actually did, so I was kind of impressed. So what you actually got was I got 30 minutes for free makeup session. You could either choose through base, lips, or eyeshadow. And I chose base because it was my first time going to the makeup store. By the way, the makeup store is a brand. So I kind of wanted to see what it's all about. And my friend actually tagged along, and he actually did his eyebrows because his eyebrows are really thick. So I was like, you guys do eyebrows? She's like, yeah, we do that as well. And he got his eyebrows fixed, and they were better than mine. Because you can imagine his eyebrows were like, you could like sheep. But that's okay, you can always fix them. That's what's so good about life, is you can always fix your issues. So anyways, that was about, you know, makeup store. I can put in some pictures here how I actually looked, because I thought that was actually a very good, it was a good, you know, result. So feel free to go check them out, but they were really not for the service. I said this to my friend, they were very low, you know, very low standard girls. They were like those types of people you see on the street, you know, no education, know where to go in life. And I'm not sitting here judging people, but that was the vibe I got. And I'm just saying how I feel. I'm not, if you want to live on the street and do your thing, go ahead. But like, I'm not about that, by the way. I don't discriminate, but it's just not what I'm about. So we're going to do. I'm back now, and I just did my hair a bit, and I'm going to be right back when it's gone 6 hours, and we will see how long it's actually been taking since I actually did my makeup. So I'm thinking we're gonna go BRB, and I'll be back once I've actually had this makeup on for 6 hours, and I'll give you guys my feedback. But as of right now, really poppin'. I do really love it. The only problem is when you put it on, you kind of felt like concealer. But from the basis level of how it looks like, and I'm looking a bit extra much, it's, you know, it's doing the work that it's supposed to, you know, concealing. Obviously, these drugstore foundations obviously don't cover everything, but they cover, you know, more or less everything. You know, not like exactly everything. So if you have like a big spot, it's obviously not going to cover that. It's just going to cover, you know, the more, you know, things which you don't pay much attention to, pretty much. But yeah, I don't really know what more to say besides that it was pretty good. And I will come back in 6 hours and I'll give you guys my my opinion about it. So see you guys soon. Okay, bye. I am actually back right now. Me is back. So now it's gone. Now it's 9:23, so it's approximately gone exactly 6 hours since I put on this makeup. And looking in the mirror right now, it is a little bit cracking up. It is actually cracking up a little bit. Obviously, I do have hair sticking out, but that's not so weird. But that has nothing to do with the makeup itself. In all honesty, I do look kind of ratchet at the moment. in the camera, it looks good because these lightings, they make me look like I'm in like beauty mode. I look like I just put on a face mask. I can see all of the layers of skin, dead skin. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm going to put on some powder just so that we can fill in like the unevenness. So it doesn't look sweaty, it doesn't look rusted, busted, and dusted. This foundation is really just a concealer foundation. If you like the look of looking like your face is concealed, definitely go for it. But otherwise, there are other better ones. I love Beauty Revolution, don't get me wrong here. But the foundation really wasn't, you know, it was kind of what I was expecting, you know, just a concealer foundation. But the real tea is I actually do need a little bit of oil. So I think that's the reason why they don't really fit with me. So that's why I think I need to choose an oily foundation, which I actually used when I was at the makeup store and they were actually testing my makeup. They're putting makeup on. So I think I'm going to maybe actually buy their products. Otherwise, I'll just buy the Lumine foundation. besides that, that was really the video. I was thinking about doing, you know, another video after 12 hours, after 24 hours, but I think there's not really much point. But again, this is my review of the Beauty Revolution foundation, and if you did really enjoy this, feel free to go smack a sub and leave a like. And with that being said, my name is Bumsal, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye!